Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we explore one of the most striking and dramatic incidents in the ongoing conflict, the moment when a Russian convoy walked straight into a Ukrainian trap and the bridge they were crossing was destroyed by 300-kilogram TM-62 mines. This event has been analyzed by military experts and news outlets worldwide because it demonstrates not just the destructive power of certain weapons but also the effectiveness of strategy, preparation and timing in modern warfare. To fully understand the impact of this moment, it is important to go step by step through the physical scene, the preparation that took place behind the scenes, the performance of the plan, the safety considerations taken into account, the unique aspects that made this operation stand out, the costs involved and finally what lessons can be drawn from the event. From the outside, the scene was deceptively ordinary. The Russian convoy was advancing along what seemed to be a secure route, moving towards a key bridge that had long been used for transport and supply. The bridge itself looked solid and intact, giving no outward sign that it had been prepared as a trap. The vehicles, consisting of armored personnel carriers, trucks loaded with supplies and fuel, and supporting equipment, moved forward as part of a routine operation. The exterior picture conveyed a sense of confidence on the Russian side, as if they were simply continuing their advance. However, beneath the surface of that apparent calm, the Ukrainian side had transformed the bridge into a deadly obstacle. Inside the operation, the Ukrainian forces had carried out careful and patient planning. They relied heavily on intelligence gathered from reconnaissance drones, satellite imagery and local informants who tracked the movement of the convoy. The interior of the strategy revolved around choosing the perfect time and place to inflict the maximum possible disruption. The TM-62 mines, heavy anti-tank explosives weighing about 300 kilograms each, were placed in concealed positions under and around the bridge. The operation required precise coordination between the units responsible for planting the mines, the teams monitoring the convoy's progress and the command structure that gave the final signal to detonate. This interior preparation showed the high level of organization and discipline needed for such a complex ambush. The performance of the plan exceeded expectations. The TM-62 mines are known for their powerful blast, designed to damage or destroy heavily armored vehicles. In this case, the explosions not only ripped through several vehicles in the convoy but also caused the bridge itself to collapse. The sudden destruction of the bridge trapped some of the vehicles on the crossing while cutting off the route for reinforcements and supplies that were following behind. The Ukrainian forces showed that by combining local knowledge of the terrain with the destructive capabilities of traditional weapons, they could achieve a dramatic and disproportionate effect against a larger and better equipped opponent. The operation highlighted the importance of timing, as the convoy had to be caught at the most vulnerable moment while on the bridge to maximize the strike's impact. Though it may seem unusual to discuss safety in the context of a battlefield ambush, the Ukrainian side did take steps to minimize unintended damage. The explosives were set to detonate precisely when the convoy was on the bridge rather than before or after, which helped concentrate the destructive force on the military target. The choice of location was also significant because the bridge was a logistical route for military use and not an area with nearby civilian settlements. By confining the strike to a specific target at a carefully chosen moment, the planners aimed to achieve military objectives while avoiding widespread destruction that could have endangered civilians or neutral infrastructure. The unique aspects of this event made it a defining example of modern asymmetric warfare. While TM-62 mines have long been used in traditional battlefield situations such as open field defenses against tank assaults, their use in a bridge ambush was innovative. This creativity amplified the mine's destructive potential. Another distinctive factor was the element of deception. By allowing the convoy to believe the bridge was safe, Ukrainian forces turned the environment itself into a weapon. This incident underscored how effective strategy does not always rely on advanced or expensive technology but often on how existing tools are applied in unexpected ways. The question of cost is important in evaluating the significance of this strike. The resources required to carry out the operation were minimal compared to the losses inflicted. A handful of heavy mines and a well-coordinated plan resulted in the destruction of a critical bridge and significant damage to a Russian convoy consisting of high-value vehicles and equipment. In a conflict where one side faces a larger and better-funded opponent, such cost-effective operations can be crucial. The strike also disrupted supply lines, which carries an indirect but significant cost for the opposing forces as it affects their ability to maintain their campaign over time. Reflecting on this event, it becomes clear that it was not merely about the physical destruction of a bridge and vehicles but about demonstrating the power of preparation and adaptability. The success of the operation revealed how intelligence gathering, knowledge of terrain and calculated patience can create opportunities to level the battlefield against a stronger foe. It also highlighted the importance of logistics in warfare. By cutting off a key route, the Ukrainian forces hampered the mobility and supply of the Russian units in the area, which has far-reaching consequences beyond the immediate loss. This incident also sparked discussions among military analysts about the future of defensive tactics. It illustrated that traditional explosive devices, when used with creativity and in combination with modern reconnaissance methods, remain highly relevant. In conflicts where one side relies heavily on armored convoys and predictable routes, such ambush tactics can significantly alter the balance of power. The bridge attack served as a reminder that even in an era dominated by drones, precision missiles and advanced technology, well-planned use of simpler weapons can still shape outcomes. For Ukraine, the success of this operation boosted morale and showcased their ability to adapt to changing battlefield conditions. For Russia, it served as a costly reminder of the need for caution and the vulnerability of supply lines. On a broader scale, the incident became a case study for military strategists worldwide, emphasizing that control over critical infrastructure such as bridges can be both a strength and a liability depending on who controls the surrounding terrain. In the end, the destruction of the bridge using 300-kilogram TM-62 mines was more than a tactical victory. It was a demonstration of strategic thinking under pressure, showing how ingenuity and careful coordination can achieve results that go beyond the immediate battlefield. The incident will likely be remembered as an example of how traditional weapons can be adapted for modern warfare and how the balance of power in a conflict can shift not just through numbers or advanced technology but through the intelligent application of available resources.